Okay, some of y'all, I cannot believe y'all lost y'all's mind on the Angel Reese last second play call by LSU coach Kim Mulkey in the game against Auburn. Let's talk about it.
Turn that volume up. You know you want it. It's time for Women's Basketball TV with former NCAA champion, WNBA champion, business mogul, and national TV personality, Fran Harris.
A'ja Wilson is a generational talent. All right, so there are three camps when it comes to the LSU Auburn game in the last second play call. Some of y'all lost your mind because you thought Angel Reese should not be taking that shot, period. She's not a guard. Why is she dribbling up the court? Okay, there's that camp. The second camp is it was a bad move by Angel Reese to even consider making the move she made because she's not a good ball handler. So some of y'all think it was Kim Mulkey's fault for calling the play. Some of y'all are like, nah, that was Angel Reese's fault for bumbling the play. And then this is me. I'm in the third category. And the third category is I love the play call. And my thing is, I love the play call. I thought it was great to have Angel bring the ball up, make a move. Nothing wrong with that. The challenge was the fact that her teammates were just standing around. So if there's anything that Kim Mulkey needed to do differently, and maybe she told these players to do this and they just stood there. If you go back and watch, you know what? Don't even go back. Look at the play right now. If you look at this play, what happened is that Angel Reese is penetrating and there's a post player on the opposite box, the other person on the same side of the court is just standing there. And when you're standing there as an offensive player, the defense is going to stand there. And so they double teamed her. So it was not a bad play call. Angel Reese did what she needed to do, but she also, because the clock was dwindling, needed to make a move faster for a pull-up. You don't get to get all the way to the basket. And that's just inexperience with making that move from the top of the key. That's all that was. I liked the play call. I liked what Angel Reese did. What I did not like was that Auburn's defense just got to stand around and watch Angel Reese try to make some magic, and they just double teamed. So again, I don't know if the coach ran a play, meaning, okay, you go here, you drift out here, take your defense. I didn't see any of that. And therefore, Angel Reese had to make lemon pie, lemonade, all kinds of lemon goodies from a bad play call potentially. So that's my thought on Angel Reese's thing. But hey, how about the game? The game was amazing. Congratulations to the Auburn Tigers. Coach Johnny Harris had them ready, had them on fire. The building was rocking. It was crazy. I wish I could have been in that building because the fan support was unbelievable. Johnny's there. I think this is her third season there. I got to know Johnny's coaching style when she was an associate head coach at the University of Texas with Coach Vic Schaefer. And I knew she would be, of course, a head coach sooner than later. And the way they came into Texas and literally almost took them to the Final Four in year one and again in year two. So knew she was not going to be long for the Longhorn country and the 40 acres. But what I saw in the game against LSU was just tenacity, talent, competitiveness. I mean, great game by the Auburn Tigers. LSU, exciting team, defending team, but they do have some weaknesses. By the way, every team has weaknesses. Even undefeated teams have weaknesses. I'm going to just put that out there. Every team has weaknesses. And before y'all get in your feelings about your teams, let me repeat that. Every team has weaknesses. I was on a team at Texas that was number one in the country for 3 years straight. We didn't get to the Final Four until my senior year. Every team has weaknesses. We lost in the Mid-East semifinals my junior year because every team has weaknesses. All right? So don't get in your feelings when you hear your team, and I'm breaking down your team and telling you what your team's weaknesses are. But the fact of the matter is, people still got to exploit those weaknesses. People still have to exploit your weaknesses. Yes, you can have weaknesses and still win a national championship. Even when teams win national championships, they have deficiencies in their game. It comes down to this. Can you make me pay for not being able to shoot free throws? Can you make me pay for not being a great 3-point shooting team? Can you make me play for not having a big post player? We'll see. That's why the game is played. So let's break down LSU since they lost to Auburn. LSU, obviously, fun team, competitive team. You got to knock the defending champs off the throne. That's how that happens. But what their weaknesses are, and we saw this a little bit in the Auburn game, number one, a freshman who has played tremendously well all season long is going to show up as a freshman in some games. Without a doubt, they're going to look like they are new to it, not true to it in some games. And that's what happened with Michaela Williams. Really didn't have the kind of presence she's had this season. Morrow, okay game, not a great game. Again, she's been outstanding. She was that X factor at the beginning of the season. Not outstanding against Auburn. Flauget, decent game. Great, did some great things for Coach Kim Mulkey. But collectively, the LSU Tigers did not look great against the Auburn Tigers. Flip that and you look at what Auburn did, because sometimes it's not what you're not doing. Sometimes it's what your opponents are doing. And what Auburn decided to do was to just compete like hell. They gave Michaela Williams a very difficult time, put some quick defenders on her, hounded her all game, just made it tough for her. They made a decision to make the perimeter game of LSU tougher. And Angel Reese had a field day, double-double. But that wasn't accidental. Auburn made a decision to guard certain people tougher. And as a result, we saw what happened. It was disruptive. It is very difficult to win games if your guards don't play well. Yes, you can have an Asia Wilson style player and do really well, but those guards still got to get the ball up the court. Those guards still got to handle the ball and not turn it over. Those guards still, right? You can have a great post player like Angel Reese, Cardoso at South Carolina. You can have a great post player. You can have great post presence. But it's going to be very difficult to win basketball games if your guards don't play well. Period, point blank, turn the page, next chapter. Very difficult. So the weaknesses that I saw exposed against LSU was what happens when you play a team that's as athletic as you are, quickness that you have. They were matched up very evenly. When you play a team that's like yours, likes to play the style that you play, so up-tempo, aggressive, gritty, that was Auburn. That's why they were able to stay close to LSU, and ultimately that's why they won. So that's my take. What's your take? Number one, you think Kim Mulkey should not have called Angel Reese's number? Number two, you think Angel Reese should have handled it better? Or number three, do you think that the play call was good? It was just not executed well. What are your thoughts? We'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to Women's Basketball TV with Fran Harris, the most provocative and entertaining women's basketball show on earth. Be sure to click that like, share and notification button so you don't miss a moment. We'll see you tomorrow.